Hello, you beautiful people out there. This is Dr. Vineeta once again in order to give you an amazing training today, especially in regards to there's a really excited news of you wherein I have basically got one of a client onboarded on Randstad. Yes, you heard that right. We have got a client onboarded on Randstad today, and as you can see, the picture about how we are going to explain you the entire detailed process of getting on Randstad. Right. So before we begin, I will just have a quick check on the technicalities for those who's basically joining me in live. Would really appreciate if you comment below live, wherever you all joining me from. And yes, in case if you're watching me on a replay, I would appreciate if you comment hashtag replay down too. So let me quickly get a technical test done here. Just give me a moment till the time we will be waiting for people who will be joining in. This is specifically for people who have an IT staffing agency, and I'm going to show you exactly on regards to how Randstad would be beneficial for you. What kind of closures is it? How do actually will your agency get benefited? Etc. So just give me a quick moment. Let me just check whether I can see myself okay and whether I can hear myself okay as well. So give me a moment there. So for people who are watching me in live, it would really be better if you just comment down if you can hear me okay and if you can see my screen okay as well. In the meantime, I'll quickly get that checked from my end as well. Okay, great. Yes, I believe I can hear myself okay. I can see myself okay as well. And yeah, so basically, as you can already see on the screen, the topic for today is what exactly Randstad is all about and how we have been successfully got a client deployed on Randstad, which is the vendor management system for an IT staffing agency within 15 working days. Yes, you heard that right. We just got one of our clients onboarded on Randstad in 15 working days. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exactly show you how it works and how you can do it too, right? So basically, we have got one client who had an IT staffing agency who was completely struggling with zero contracts, struggling to do, get in touch with decision makers, has already done each and everything. But the contracts at the end of the day, which are directly proportional to the revenue of your business, was zero. Right. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how we transition this staffing agency within 15 working days and gave her an access for nationwide contracts within the IT domain, right? I see a lot of people joining in. So for people who do not know me, my name is Dr. Vineeta Pillai. I am a doctor by profession and a certified psychologist as well. I have been into business since almost 6 years now, and we are successfully assisted that, we are currently catering to 720 plus staffing agencies across nationwide. And yeah, I own a huge group on Facebook. In case if you are not a part of my Facebook community, please feel free to drop to click the link below in the comments section. I'm going to drop in my Facebook link and you basically will get access to the community because that's exactly where I drop in all my trainings, my live sessions, my ebooks, etc. And I keep on going in live almost alternate days every single week in the Facebook community, and it is absolutely free of cost, right? So let's begin the training here. If you are running an IT staffing agency and struggling to land direct clients or consistent contract, then I would assure you this training is for you. Because today what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what Randstad is, how it benefits IT staffing agencies, how will Randstad pay your agency being a staffing agency owner, who are their end clients, what positions are you going to staff with them, and how you can calculate your potential return on investment. So these are 6 major topics that I'm going to cover today in this training. By the end of the session, you'll know why getting into Randstad vendor management system is a game changer and how to get in while few slots will be open, right? It's definitely going to be a game changer for those who have an IT staffing agency nationwide, no matter what state you are in, struggling to get contracts, need a consistent system, a well-oiled machine, which will bring in those consistent contracts every single day consistently for your staffing agencies. I'm going to walk you through detailed steps. So please keep a pen and paper handy. This is going to be a lengthy session. And in case if you need to just pause and replay, you can basically just subscribe to my YouTube channel. The training would be shared on my YouTube channel as well, so that you can access it at your own convenience, right? So let's understand the first thing. What is Randstad all about? Randstad is one of the largest global IT and workforce solution companies in the world, right? It's basically one of the global IT giant in the world. They manage nationwide contracts across multiple industries, like they have multiple clients internally, which comes from the domain of technical, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, telecom, for some of the biggest brands in the US, right? So Randstad is nothing, but it's basically a technical giant, which is a global giant in the IT staffing industry, and they manage nationwide contracts. Their contracts are not limited to a specific forte. You will see a diversified contracts here coming from different domains like technical domain, healthcare domain, finance domain, manufacturing, and they are serving the biggest brands in the States, right? They use an internal CRM as a vendor management system, which is where all live job requisitions are posted. I'm sure you all are aware of what exactly are the live job requisitions. These are contract positions which are live, being displayed on their internal CRMs. Okay, every single day, whatever they require, everything will be posted directly internally on their live systems, right? So when your agency is approved as a vendor, you get direct access to these funded roles. There is absolutely no middleman there. There are no cold calling. There are no guesswork. It's 100% guaranteed contracts directly with the global giant in the IT space, right? Now let's understand, why does this matter to you, specifically being a CEO of an IT staffing agency? Why does this matter to you? Here's why this is such a big deal. The number one point over here would be you get immediate access to real, open, and exclusive contracts. You heard that right. You get access to immediate, real, exclusive positions, right? Because you get immediate access. They are basically on a live basis, right? You don't need to chase HR. You don't need to chase any procurement team because it's already integrated there, right? So you don't have to chase anyone. You don't need to cold call anyone. You don't need to beg or convince anyone for getting contracts with you. It's a well-oiled machine to bring in those contracts which you actually deserve. The third point is you can start billing your candidates as soon as you fill your positions. Yes, you heard that right. As your candidate is chosen on the platform, you can immediately start billing Randstad for it. You get a nationwide reach under the Randstad contract. So if you may ask that, how is it possible if I am currently at maybe Pennsylvania or Texas, how am I authorized to staff nationwide? You get the authorization because you are sub-vendoring with Randstad. You are a sub-vendor. That means you are helping Randstad, the global giant, to fulfill the contracts which are nationwide open within their domain, right? Within their umbrella. So the four basic things over here, which is really crucial as to why this matters to you being a staffing agency owner, is number one, you get immediate access to these contracts. Number two, you do not have to chase anyone. You don't have to be begging people for contracts. You don't have to be salesy, not at all. Number three, you can directly start billing Randstad after successful closure of your candidate. That means once when your candidate is selected internally in the CRM, immediately you can bill Randstad for the same. And number 4 is you get a nationwide contract reach. So no matter what state you are at, you still have the bandwidth to staff other states as well, right? The pay rate ranges from $50 to $100 per hour, $120 per hour. Check this range. The range begins from $50 per hour to $120 per hour, depending on the skill and the client type, right? That means the higher the designation you staff, the higher you get paid. That's the simple math. Whether it's a healthcare contract, whether it's a home care contract, whether it's an IT contract, the staffing golden rule is the higher the contract or the designation you place, the higher you get paid, right? So the pay rate ranges from $50 per hour to $120 per hour, depending on the skills and the client type. That's consistent cash flow and recurring revenue without the endless hunt for new clients, right? Every single month, you'll be having your income coming in directly into the bank account because your bank account will be integrated into Randstad's internal CRM. There's no middleman there. There's no one at all. Your candidates, your client, and you as an agency owner, right? Now let's understand how does Randstad will pay you over here. So basically, Randstad pays net 30. Okay, what do I mean by net 30? It's completely automated, it's transparent, and it's consistent. You don't have to follow up with anyone for your checks. You don't have to do anything. Everything is there inbuilt into an internal CRM, which they offer the clients who get onboarded on their platform, right? Once a consultant starts billing, you receive payment every single month. And this is the golden strategy of consistent income, consistent recurring revenue, and consistent contracts for your staffing agency. Because everything is handled through the vendor management system, from timesheets to invoicing to billing to checking your bank account, etc. You don't have to do the payroll. You don't have to do anything. This is how agencies grow from uncertain income to predictable monthly billing, right? At the end of the day, having a business, you need to have this consistent money coming in. If you don't have that consistent money coming in, why not call it as an expensive hobby rather than a business, right? So this is what the strategy of elite staffing agencies who are currently in the 100K, 200K consistent months is. They have a predictable monthly billing cycle, right? Now let's understand who are their end clients and what are the positions that they hire for. I'm sure I am giving you a little bit of information which might be overwhelming, but for those who's watching me live, please feel free to comment below if you have any questions for me, and I would really love to get those questions answered on this live itself. In case if you're watching me on a replay, you can shoot me a DM. My DMs are always open for my clients, no matter what the question is all about, right? Make a note of it. You can pause the training. You can replay it at your own pace. But honestly, there's a lot of information to be given out. And that's the only reason I basically have to just do it a little at a high speed, right? Coming back to who are their end clients and what positions are they going to hire for? Randstad works with a massive list of enterprise level clients, which include, I just have a few lists on board with me. Number 1, the end client is L'Oreal. Number 2, it's Walmart. 3 is UHG. 4th is Vanguard. 5th is Amtrak. 6th is Caterpillar. 7th is Lululemon. 8th is United Airlines. 9th is Major Corporation, and we have endless many more. The list goes on and on. You know, I just picked up the top 10 in order to explain you about how end client basically looks like, right? So when you get access to Randstad, you're not going to only send your candidates to Randstad. You are going to send your candidates to all the clients who Randstad has collaborated with internally. And this is exactly what it is all about. Number one is you're going to deploy your candidates to L'Oreal. You're going to deploy your candidates to, Caterpillar, Walmart, Vanguard, United Airlines. And this is the benefit of getting on a vendor management system, which gives you access to nationwide contracts, because this gives you a diversification of positions which can be fulfilled, right? A diversification of portfolios, a diversification of state-specific boundaries as well, right? Now let's understand what are live positions currently that are being circulated internally in the Randstad vendor management system. The number one position that they have is a program manager. They have Epic Applications Analyst. They do have Senior Scrum Master, Software Developer, Workday Consultant, Business Analyst, Salesforce Developer or an admin, Senior ServiceNow Developer, Embedded or C++ Developer, Senior RPA Developer, Full Stack Java Developer, Lead Snowflake Developer or an admin. Every one of these roles represent recurring revenue for your agency. Understand that. These are the designations which Randstad today internally are actually searching. If you are an agency who has loads of credentialed candidates who are ready to join, no matter the location, Randstad is the global giant contract for you. Because this is not only going to give you a one-time payment, this is a gold mine for contracts, which is going to bring in recurring, consistent income and revenue for your agencies, right? Now let's calculate how all of this basically benefits you, right? So let's do the math. If you have a pen and paper handy, that would be amazing. So the math over here lies between, just imagine if you place 3 candidates at an average rate of $80 per hour. Let's calculate the average, right? The basic pay scale here is $50 to $120 per hour. But in order for an easy calculation, let's understand how much money can we make as a staffing agency owner, right? So just imagine you place 3 candidates at an average rate of $80 per hour, 80. That roughly makes it $13,000 per consultant per month. You heard that right. It's a per month figure. You're not going to get a one-time placement fee and then go. It is a per month figure for one candidate, right? Now imagine you're sending in 3 candidates, right? So let's calculate 3, that is 13 multiplied by 3, which is a straight $40,000 per month in a recurring, consistent revenue by just sending in 3 clients. That's the beauty of the recurring sources of income, correct? If you place in 3 candidates in October, this will be compounding, right? Because November, you can place maybe 2. So in November, you're going to be paid for 5 candidates. That's 3 plus 2. In December, let's consider maybe you just placed, 2. That's 3 plus 2 plus 2. And now you can do the math of how much recurring sources of income you actually can get by just getting your agency deployed on these systems. Now imagine scaling that to 10 placements, you easily achieve a $120,000 consistent billing per month. That's the gross billing for your agency. This is the kind of growth which is possible when you're plugged into a system like Randstad. Just imagine you basically have a system which requires consistent contracts, which requires consistent placements, and this is your system for it. This is the calculation right in front of your screen. If you have any questions regarding the math, feel free to just, message me and DM me in my, DMs. Give me a moment. Okay, great. Now let's understand what is the exciting news, okay? Here's where it gets exciting. We currently do have open lifetime contract slots, okay? There are lifetime contract slots which are currently open because we are in the last quarter of the year, okay? So there are lifetime contract with top clients, which include HTC Global Services, Infosys, IBM, Google, Randstad, Photon, Accenture, Synchron, Dexian, Collabora, KPMG, Capgemini. Okay. Each slot gives you exclusive access, onboarding support, and full procurement management, which is everything done for you. So you can focus on placements and profits only. You don't have to focus on the logistics. You don't have to focus on anything at all. But you know what? Here's the catch. These are limited spots. Once filled, onboarding closes instantly. These are vendors which are not saturated. They just have one spot, two spots per vendor. Okay. So if someone, maybe after this live, someone DMs me and takes the spot for maybe IBM is closed forever. So please understand this. These are really limited spots. Once filled, onboarding closes, right? Or what you can do is you can DM me right now if you want to know how to get onboarded, see inside the Randstad vendor management system, and calculate your potential revenue of investment. That's basically your return on investment. Because honestly, this is your chance to turn your staffing agency into a contract-driven business, into a well-oiled machine, and not just a job posting hustle. Okay. I basically was really excited when, we got the confirmation from Randstad from one of my client. And within, I believe it's basically less than 15 days, this client has got onboarded with us. And now, the transition is she was at a zero contract. And today it's nationwide contracts available right for her IT staffing agency. Would also like to let you know we have collaborated and partnered with nationwide vendor management systems and MSPs, and I do have very few healthcare contracts and very, very few IT contracts available as well. Okay. So for people who are serious in regards to getting those contracts closed before your competitor takes it, all you need to do is DM me the word contract and my team shall send you all the details that's required. Yeah. These positions will be closing down. The latest would be by 15th October. So please make sure you get all the information that you require and just seize the seat, because this is a lifetime opportunity, which I don't think will be coming in any near future. You never know what 2026 might look as, especially when we have artificial intelligence coming in too, right? So that was it from my end. I hope I gave you all the details. I'm going to go live every single day, mostly, especially in regards to different vendors, different contracts, different healthcare, IT, so that you understand how things look like from the logistic standpoints too. Yeah. So that was it from my end. Have a wonderful and a blessed day ahead. And if you have any questions regarding this live, feel free to just shoot me a DM, contracts. And my DMs are always open. I shall be more than happy to answer all your questions that you have for me today. Yeah. You can share this live with someone who actually is into your friends, family, acquaintances who are having an IT staffing agency who is struggling with contract, because this is a lifetime opportunity, which will be definitely is volatile opportunity. So let's make the most out of it. Okay. That was it from my end. I would see you tomorrow in the next live. Have a wonderful and a blessed day ahead. Bye-bye.